Hello, and welcome to Blame the Edit podcast. I am sick, everyone, and I will keep it short and sweet. I apologize for the very late episode covering the one and only Love is Blind, but I'm going to record my episode in real time as I am watching the finale. So let's get into it. I'm already, let's see what I'm at. All right, I'm 19 minutes in, and we saw the scene where Marissa and Ramses, they broke up. I saw it coming. I will say I think it was for the best for both of them as a couple, as human beings. But I will say that it was very hard to watch Marissa sob her eyeballs out on national television. I mean, the mic popped, the mic exploded several times because she was just screaming and wailing, and it's just hard to see women so vulnerable like that on television for several minutes at a time. And I will relay this back to what we just saw with Jen Tran sobbing her eyes out in front of the nation and the whole world to see. Why do we have to see this? Why can't they cut the edit shorter? Just show them cry, show her call her mom, end it. But we sat on that for like 3 minutes, I think. Unnecessary. Moving on, I'm to the bachelor and bachelorette parties. I hopped on here to start recording because what I'm feeling right now in this moment is just pure, as Hannah would say, the ick. Because we recently saw Tyler's ex post in the real world, in real time, that he dipped out on his family and they weren't donated sperm children. They were naturally born children. The latter two, and he dipped out, and they're kind of like WTF, and he left them in the dust. And it's just really, really hard to watch this episode for Ashley, seeing her so excited at her bachelorette party, seeing Tyler at this basketball game, scoring these hoops, one-upping people. Like, in the back of his mind, though, he left his family. Like, it's just, it feels wrong. It feels wrong to watch. So that's how I feel about the first 19 minutes. Moving on from the bachelor and bachelorette parties, we see that it is Ashley and Tyler's wedding first. This is very telling. Here's my Madam prediction. They are showing Tyler and Ashley because I think they are not going to move forward. If we recall back to one of the trailers, it showed, how do I say this? It showed a woman stripping away her hand from the man's hand, and the crowd gasped. And, you know, editors could easily add that sound effect of the crowd gasping. But if the producers of Love is Blind hold true to that trailer, I do think that they're going to end here on wedding day, and it's going to end terribly. We'll see how it goes. And yes, I know I just said it. This episode is very different. It's Ep 3 of Blame the Edit podcast. We're doing it in real time, so we're going to see my prediction and then the result. Dude, Tyler's friends, as they're getting ready for the wedding day, they literally ask him, like, yo, like, Ashley's ready to make babies already? Like, you're ready to make babies? And, like, this is kind of crazy. The producers are editing this, and it seems like they did it in a way to where they knew that the audience would know the reality of the situation. This is so crazy, y'all. Like, I'm tripping out. It's not dramatic irony. This is like reality TV, Love is Blind dramatic irony. Like, to edit a show in a way that they would assume that the audience would know that Tyler's kids are not, like, the latter kids are not sperm babies, and we all know about it, and we all know the truth. Like, I don't know, dude, this is so trippy right now. I'm tripping out. Ugh, y'all. We're transitioning over to when Ashley's getting her makeup done, talking to her ladies about how she's just so excited, and she just explained that Tyler's such a great guy, and he wakes up and makes her coffee every morning, and he's just like, he's a lover, and it's just so hard to watch. So we just got to the point where Ashley's talking to her ladies, and she's saying, like, Tyler's such a great guy. He makes me coffee every morning. He's such a lover. Like, he loves me. And she said that she would only say no if something catastrophic happened within the next few hours, like a feeling, a look on his face, just something. And this might be major foreshadowing on the producer and editor end here. And I don't know. It also shows that I think Ashley is holding on to her gut instinct a little bit here. She's not approaching the wedding with, yeah, I'm going in with a yes. She's going in with, I'm still holding out to the very end till my foot steps on that altar or whatever, until we get there and they ask yes or no. Okay, she's walking down the aisle. She's looking so beautiful and amazing. She's all smiles. And we see Tyler, the groom. This guy looks like he was a part of the Overcast. Like, this guy looks wrecked. Oh my god, his under eyes, like, he has bags under his eyes. Like, he's pacing back and forth, like, woof. Here's something that I always look at when I'm watching Love is Blind and all like the dating shows and like Married at First Sight, all of that. I really look at if the couples hold each other's hands during the ceremony, because it's just really, really key. I feel like in reality, couples do hold hands. I feel like that's what we generally see, and what we see in the scene here with Ashley and Tyler is they even bow their heads, and through this whole time, like, they have been a couple that regularly prays with each other, and they would hold their hands. So it's really, really interesting here to see that they're not holding hands in this moment. Wow. Okay, so Tyler said yes, and Ashley said yes, and at that moment in time, I don't think it was revealed about his past with his children. So we will see how the reunion goes. And man, I was really hoping there would be like a huge reveal here in this section, but I think that man just kept it all in. He looked just so guilty that whole time. He just looked very guilty. And maybe I'm making it up because of what we already know, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of sad watching it. Just like I was sad watching Marissa. I guess we'll have to hold on and wait till the reunion to learn where they stand. Now we're segueing into Tayler and Garrett, and the Madam prediction is a yes. I think these folks will get married. I'm watching this, y'all. I'm watching Garrett, and man, he just seems as nervous as Tyler, and it's like, I don't know. I think they had the strongest relationship, and I just really wonder what he's nervous about, and the only thing you can think of is if he's gonna say no. So we'll see how that goes. I'm watching Taylor's dad just get really emotional with Garrett, and man, this is just such a touching moment. I love to see men cry on television. It's just so great to see, and seeing him say that Tayler was with him when his brother passed, and he just chokes up. You can see that Garrett's choking up. Just such a beautiful moment. I really hope that they end up together, because this is just such a good moment. Fudge. Okay, I really think that what's holding Garrett back from pursuing this marriage is he seems just so tied with his family, and it would be a big ordeal if he moved away to San Diego. I can just see it. I can almost feel it for him while he's sitting with his parents and talking about the potential to move to San Diego. So I feel like that would be the reason why he would say no. Side note, I didn't know until now that Tayler has a brother. I just now found that out as he's walking down with their mom down the aisle. I wonder why. I bet he was at the dinner, but I was thinking, man, like, yeah, Tayler does kind of represent only child vibes, but I guess she has a younger brother. Okay, going back to the whole holding hands thing during the ceremony, maybe they aren't allowed to hold hands. Like as a part of the series. I'm not entirely sure. I can't recall in other seasons, but yeah, Tayler and Garrett aren't holding hands. All right, so Tayler and Garrett are yes, and both couples that made it to the end are married. So Love is blind, and I think Tyler's blind to the children that he has. So again, I am very looking forward to the reunion. It looks like it's going to be next week. Ooh, the day before Halloween. So lit. Oh, yeah, I guess I should share with y'all scary movies I've been watching. I will do that momentarily. But really good season of Love is Blind. It was a really, really messy one. I think every couple had something wrong. There are a lot of couple flops. I mean, they came from 6 couples to 2 at the very end. And I think Love is Blind is on that trend where you won't see as much of magical and true love compared to season 1. Similar to Married at First Sight, where they were like, they were really, really good seasons in the beginning, and then it just really lost touch. And like the last season in Colorado was just like, what is going on? Anyway, I enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed like watching it in real time with me. I don't know if I'll do that again. It's lucky that I'm even recording right now. I mean, it's wild times. I don't know if I'm going to make an episode for the reunion. If I do, that'll be a surprise and a little treat for everyone. And real quick, let's go into movies and media with the madam. So, most recent movie that I've watched, I did mention that I would watch Halloween movies in my previous episodes. So, I have watched Civil War, like, that came out earlier this year. That was suspenseful. And scary in the terms that, you know, if that happened in today's world, very, very scary. I really like the journalism aspect, though, to follow the press in a war zone. I really, really like that episode. And like a tribute to the press and who captures photos in those environments. I watched American Psycho. I watched all of the season of You from season 1 to 3 because I could not get through season 4. I started watching Jeepers Creepers 2, but I got sidetracked and didn't finish it. I've seen it before. It was just kind of like I want to watch that, and then I didn't finish watching it. I unfortunately have not been watching a lot of Halloween movies lately, and I don't know, I think it's because, like, I just want to watch trash TV instead, to be honest. What? I'm still watching Felicity. I'm on season 3. It's getting good. And, I watched all of Tell Me Lies season 2. Woof. That was a great season. I'm also watching American Sports Story, I think it's called, with Aaron Hernandez. Oh, yeah, and then last night I actually just watched this documentary. I think it's called, like, Sweet Bobby, and it's, like, the worst catfishing nightmare. That one was wild, bro. I would give that a viewing if you're bored in the evening on, like, a work night, a school night. I'd check that out. Okay, well, you may or may not see me for Love is Blind reunion, and have a great rest of October. Thanks, y'all, and see ya later.